Is Christopher Robin a movie with very little brain? Maybe a lot of nothing that becomes something? Short answer, yes. The movie Christopher Robin begins how House at Pooh Corner ends. It's sad and melancholy, but it sets the stage for Christopher Robin growing up. Now, my tease at the beginning was not about the quality of the movie. Those are quotes from Winnie the Pooh. The movie's about finding yourself again and focusing on what really matters. Ewan McGregor stars in the title role of Christopher Robin, and in this he is very believable as a stuffy, hardworking, driven father. But also, he transforms and he transitions into a goofy, fun-loving, carefree character, and that is also equally believable. Ewan McGregor does a phenomenal job in this. Hayley Atwell co-stars as Evelyn, my wife, as Eeyore would say, and she is smart and funny and loving and caring, and she's also very believable in this role. She's just kind of a down-to-earth person, and we are drawn in by her care and her compassion. We also get the voice talents of Jim Cummings. Now, he has been the voice of Winnie the Pooh since the mid-1990s, and so he is, you just recognize his voice, and you're like, yep, that's Winnie the Pooh. Totally. That's Tigger. Oh my gosh, it's not like they got somebody different. We also have Brad Garrett, who is playing Eeyore. And while he is not the original voice of Eeyore, he does an outstanding job. He is deadpan in this, and he really creates a lot of the belly laughs that came. I mean, these were true, from the gut, laughter moments in the midst of everything else that's going on in the film. Sometimes it was, happy and fun, and so these were even more funny, and sometimes they were unexpected because the mood was a little bit sad, and all of a sudden you get this deadpan comment from Eeyore, and you're laughing out loud. There's also appearances by Mark Gatiss, and for fans of the IT crowd, Matt Berry, so there you go. The first half of the movie is kind of melancholy, but it's there to set up the transition of Christopher Robin. Now, the whole movie isn't that way. It is dour in some moments, but like I said with Eeyore, there are some laugh out loud parts that break up this sadness. Now, the visuals in the movie were stunning. I mean, it was just so amazing to watch these characters because I can't tell if they're CGI or if they're really good puppets or what's going on because it is just that good. I'm drawn in, and they are so lifelike and so realistic looking that it was just amazing. Then you also have the cinematography, and that was stunning as well because you not only have these sweeping landscapes that are just beautiful and they incorporate all of these colors, but then they truly transport you to the 100-acre wood. And in there you see, sometimes it was gloomy depending on the mood and what it was trying to do in that part of the story, but then it's also bright and sunny and cheerful, and it really does transport you to this new world. The story itself might be a little slow for younger viewers. They'll still enjoy the characters and still enjoy the visuals, but the story itself is patient, a little bit like Winnie the Pooh. Parts of the story did remind me of other films like Elf. Now, this is not a bad thing, it just means that it's not totally original. I still totally enjoyed it though, and was drawn in. The characters of the 100-Acre Wood really embody the persona and the emotions of Christopher Robin, and therefore it makes them totally relatable to us as an audience. Piglet is the worrier. He's concerned about the unknown. It just weighs on him. Eeyore is the realist in us, who we sometimes focus on the negative too much and miss out on the positive of what's going on around us. Owl is smart, but also makes mistakes, just like children do. Roo is inquisitive and curious. Kanga is the caring and the compassionate one, who's always looking out for everybody else's interests. Rabbit is hurried and impatient, and really just he wants things in his particular way, and they need to go his way. Tigger is totally fun-loving and carefree and just always up for a game. Pooh is the one that sees the best in everything. He is hopeful and yearning, but also he's content to be still and just wait in the nothing. Now, I didn't know what to expect going into this. Was it going to be sad? Was it going to be depressing? Was it going to be laugh out loud? Or was it just going to be nonstop silliness? Well, it was a combination of a lot of things that allowed us to run a full gamut of emotions. I walked away with a smile on my face and having some real, true gut laugh moments. But there were also times that I had tears welling up in my eyes. I really enjoyed Christopher Robin, from the visuals to the acting to the voice characters to everything about it. It made me feel a lot of different things. It made me laugh out loud, and I really enjoyed just sitting there and experiencing it and being part of it. I don't think you'll go wrong by seeing it in the theater or owning it at home. There's no sex, nudity, profanity, or violence. I give Christopher Robin 4.5 out of 5 couches. Have you read any of A.A. Milne's Winnie the Pooh series? If you have, I'd love to know what your favorite one is below in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.